The name of this picture is Love Letter. It is comprised of letters which my husband wrote to me 60 years ago. I had kept them all that time, and last summer we decided that we would read them together and then dispose of them. The summer passed and John died in November, the letters still unread. I read them alone in February and remembered our courtship, remembered so many wonderful things, and I felt after I had finished reading them that there was no way I could dispose of them. So I thought, how can I preserve them without betraying their content to the rest of the world? And I decided that the thing to do was to color all the letters, the pages of the letters, and then to cut them up and make a picture of them. So that's what I did. And the picture is a picture of our garden and our home, where we lived and which we loved very much. Equinox is both spring and autumn, light and darkness, elements present in every life, every human encounter. In the making of Love Letter, I was able to remember the spring and autumn of my life with my husband, and hopefully to honor him with the work of my hands, this picture. Initially, I intended it as a private act, a way of saying goodbye. But that changed as time went on, and I began slowly to share with family and friends what I was doing. The doing evolved as well. Eager to start while shut in with COVID, I searched the studio and found an empty canvas of the right size. A pencil drawing of the composition followed, and then I began to dye the letters with liquid watercolors I had saved from another project. Tearing these and cutting some, I taped shapes together on the canvas to test the harmony, and then glued them down with acrylic matte medium when they seemed right. I felt it was important to allow the nature of various letter papers to show as writing or as creases which had been folded to fit envelopes. The object of this undertaking, after all, was not perfection, it was preservation. Inevitably, there were mistakes as I developed the image over many months, and when these occurred, I would peel off the offending paper and restate it until it seemed right. At some point in this whole process, the critic took over. I wanted a balance of color, value, and composition in the tribute to my husband, something I would be comfortable viewing in the years ahead. The artist's ego wanted a perfect picture about a treasured time. Finally, I had to fire the critic and that picky artist and acknowledge that it was the doing that really mattered. The remembering, the preserving, the loving. A picture not perfect, but a picture treasured and a picture finished.